Continue freedom, keep it alive. Red, white, blue, we bleed to survive. God bless the brave who fight and strive. Continue freedom, keep it alive. Land of the free, ain't bending the knee. Truth in my veins, it's all I see. Patriots roar, no fear in the fight. Continue freedom, stand in the light.
There we go. I had my microphone muted. Welcome back, guys. Thank you all. We've already got some folks coming on. Appreciate you all. All right, I got a guest tonight, Vashon, the Chicago conservative. You guys saw it in the thumbnail. Look, this cancel culture thing. It's not going anywhere, and we're gonna talk about it tonight. I wanted Vashon to have the opportunity to sit down and address lottie-dottie everybody about how all this happened, because if you're like me, I've been watching him for a while. This guy has been so amazingly gracious to have me on his channel. He was at 30,000, 35,000. I don't how big had you gotten, Vashon? Yeah, so you were skyrocketing. A lot of that growth came really fast. And then all of a sudden YouTube came in and just just cut him off at the knees. So let me ask you, I'll start with the first bit of this, and then I'll just let you, free roll it, however you want to do it. But what caused this? How did this happen? And how are you handling it?
Tucker Carlson. Not saying that all of these people are. Wait, can they hear me?
No, I guess they can't. Let's see. How about now? That's weird. Well, it's showing like I'm got my feed going out.
Can you guys hear me or?
All right, can you guys hear now?
Okay. Okay.
Let's see. Can you guys hear now? Yeah, hit me up in the comments if you can hear us.
Okay. They say they can hear now. Okay. But yeah.
Okay.
I didn't get banned for anti-Semitism or anything like that. I actually got banned for some AI malfunction or something like that. And I'll share my screen in a second here. But this is just another problem that I have with YouTube, because YouTube is a $500 million corporation. And the fact that you can't call no one, you can't get in contact with anybody when it comes to your account is absolutely ridiculous. So this is just another form of, the oligarchy just basically not wanting to interact with actual people. They would rather have AI do the job for them, and it's not doing a great job at all. And I've always been skeptical of AI to begin with. But if we want to get to this first part here, let me just share this first. Excuse me. I just want to share this. I don't know if I can see it on your end.
Yeah,
I'm trying
let me
to share it.
Sharing the screen.
Pop it up. Yeah, I think I'm sharing it now.
Yeah, let me see. I've never done a screen share on here before, so this is a new one for me.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. No, it's all good. Let's see. Show source. Let me add it here. There we go.
Okay,
now I can.
But this basically shows why YouTube quote unquote banned me, right? So they claim that it was for cyberbullying and harassment. But if we look at this clip here and if we play it, I don't think this was harassment or cyberbullying. Well, I think that's a. Let's see.
Oh, hang on. Let's see. Let me go to this. Sorry, I'm adding this to picture in picture. There's a way for me to do it. I just don't know exactly how.
It's okay. Well, if you guys want to check on my X account at Turnshot Red, that'll definitely be cool too. But I have it here. Let me, yeah. Or if Jared, if you want to go onto my X account and try to do it,
let me see if I can do it from there. I completely changed my background. You can tell I am not used to doing this with a guest.
It's no problem.
Let's see.
It's just absolutely ridiculous how YouTube bans me for someone else saying you mad P word, because I guess this guy named Cuffham, right? I was reacting to this controversial guy. You know, same old. And basically YouTube banned my channel because this guy named Cuffham's called Paul Miller a P word. So my thing is this, like, YouTube, what are we doing here, my guy? So much stuff is allowed on YouTube. It's absolutely ridiculous. And I want to give an example of that. But I don't think you guys can see it. But we have...
I don't know why the picture in picture is not working.
Yeah, it's fine, Jared. It's fine. Because it's all under my X account anyways. But I'll give a great example. I don't know if you know who Moist Critical is, or Charlie. I guess he was beefing with Sneeko about the I mean, you know, it was like showing guns and stuff like that. But Moist Critical is a very, very deranged, and he's just a managed person. And what he posts on YouTube is very, very disgusting. And I call YouTube out on this a lot, and they haven't responded to this, surprisingly. But what I said was, and I just wish you could see this, because even
is it on your X account? It's
definitely on my.
All right, let me pull up your X account here.
Oh man,
there we go.
Let's see. I mean, I can send you the links, but I don't know if that's doing too much.
So I've got it pulled up on here. But, let me change my. There we go. Somehow I set you as my background image. I don't know how I did that. Yeah, but so here's your account. Which one of these was it?
It was a post that I made, and it was a clip of me basically getting a warning because I said and that's why I'm like, I don't even want to say it, because now I'm assume that this is a bannable offense on YouTube. Oh. But I said black, but in Latin. So that's let's see. Just keep scrolling. Scroll. Yep, it's like all the way down.
Oh, it's way down there. Okay.
Yeah, it's way down there. So
dang, I wish I could figure out how to get the screen share to work.
Okay. Well, no, that's just keep going down, keep going. You're close. You're close though.
By the way, okay. I'm gonna briefly stop and say this is what like broke my heart, is that they canceled you after you did this Adam Mockler. And this guy has got, for you all out there, he's got millions and millions of followers.
He's got millions of subscribers, bro.
Yeah, and
they canceled my channel as soon as I debate this guy.
Yep.
That's why I'm like, dude, I literally wanted to cry, man. It was ridiculous. It was like it couldn't get no worse than that, man. And that's why I honestly think that it's just something weird going on when it comes to that. Because the fact that you guys take away my channel as soon as I'm, doing the biggest debate basically in my career on YouTube is insane.
Yeah.
But you're right there though, Jared. It was actually right there, like a couple scrolls down.
Okay.
Keep going down. Just go down a little bit more. That's the guy I was reacting to.
This guy?
Keep going down. No, you'll see.
Okay.
Because I put it all in the description and in the post anyways.
Yeah.
Keep going down.
Boy, you were very active on X. You're much more active than I am, dude.
Right here, stop. It's right here, right there. And if So I've tagged YouTube in this countless times. So if you want to click on that,
I'm not going to get banned,
uh,
am I?
no, you're not gonna get banned because you can mute it if you want. But as you guys can see, clearly they removed my channel from YouTube for harassment and cyberbullying. Right. So now let's look at what's harassment and cyberbullying to these people, right? And I've reached out to YouTube multiple times. They respond. That's why I don't think it's I don't think it's out of the ballpark for me to get my channel back. But like I said, this cancel culture stuff is real. Press the X button for me, or just exit out of that for a second, because I want to actually read some of these posts. Because scroll down a little bit more. Okay. Try to click. Well, I don't think that's gonna play. But you see the video that I'm reacting to, right?
Yes.
Like, I'm not saying anything. I'm just reacting. And surprisingly, Paul Miller isn't the reason why I got banned. You see what I'm saying? So
yeah. So they're
it's the
basically
other side.
banning you off of content that was in somebody else's video that you were reacting to.
Yeah. And I didn't say a
Wow.
word. So, and then
Wow.
what he said was so mid. People say the N-word and people say like Hitler and all type of stuff on YouTube, but this guy can't call another grown man, you know, because they were going back and forth.
Right.
They were arguing with each other. So I don't see how I'm harassing or cyberbullying anyone. Pretty sure the other person in the video didn't feel bullied at all.
Right.
And my thing is this, Jared. I've reached out to YouTube. I'm actually thinking about a lawsuit, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
There you go.
Yeah, because it's like the terms of service, right? You need 3 guideline strikes. This was only 1. Can you click that one right there?
Yeah, this one.
Yeah. So, oh wait, no, I'm sorry. The other one. Yeah, that one right there. So you have 1 strike. This is important because they banned my channel when I've only received 1 guideline strike for not saying anything, by the way. So the timestamp is 6:16. This is when the fat boys say "you mad P word," okay, which isn't really a criminal.
People,
offense
the content on YouTube is very.
It's great. I'm gonna actually show you though,
very
which
vulgar.
X actually blurs out. X blurs this out, but YouTube doesn't. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there soon. But this was 1 guideline strike, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they banned me 2 days later while I'm on a 7-day suspension. I'm telling you, dude. I was banned because look, the date is on. Can you see the date on that?
Let's see. No, it doesn't have the date on it.
On a Sunday, and my channel was removed on Tuesday, and I wasn't posting or doing anything. I couldn't even post videos or anything, right? So exit out of that.
What it sounds like is what they were doing. They did with a lot of other commentators, and that is they would change the terms of service. They would create a channel strike for something that was recently posted, and then retroactively would go back and find other content to add additional strikes that would lead to a banning. And I know that I thought all this had gotten, washed clean, that this wasn't an issue anymore, but obviously it is. And that's what it sounds like for it to happen that fast, just to 1 minute have a channel and the next minute it's gone.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, man. I would never want this to happen to anybody, like not Jared, not anybody that has a YouTube channel. So I'm just encouraging people to please, like, just at this point, if you feel like it's going to be controversial, if it's going to be something that YouTube won't allow, just bleep it out or just don't say it at all. Because these people are so inconsistent with everything. Now, scroll up for me a little bit because I want to, this is my explanation. Just scroll up a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. That's Kanye's daughter, man. Jesus Christ. Keep scrolling. Yep. Keep scrolling. Cause I give a breakdown with what actually happened.
Was this the video?
Okay, right
there. Oh, sorry.
Stop. Yep, right there. So click that. Click the first one. Okay, so this explains what happened, guys, and this gives a full breakdown. If you want to share this too, that'll actually help because YouTube is freaking crazy.
Yeah.
So on October 20th, 2025, my YouTube channel titled The Chicago Conservative was permanently terminated for alleged violations related to quote harassment and cyberbullying, unquote. At first, it was a warning when I uploaded a harmless video. I didn't cyberbully anyone. And I just want to break that part down. First of all, right? They gave me a warning for saying and that's why I'm like, can I even say it? Like, can people, because I hear people say it on YouTube all the time, but it's like they pick and choose. You see what I'm saying? They're very, very biased.
Yeah.
So
don't say it on here.
yeah, so I said the N word, but it's not even it's not even hard R. It's not even GA. It's the color, but it's what,
Yeah.
it's basically right. So I said that, and they like, okay, we're gonna give you a warning for that. I'm like, okay, I say that all the time. I say hair grow all the time. Okay, we're just gonna say hair grow. But then they didn't timestamp the other part when the kid said "you mad P word." You know what I'm saying? When he called Paul Miller a P. Now, this is what I have a problem with when it comes to YouTube. Why didn't you timestamp that as well as with what was the problem in the beginning? If both of these are harassment and cyberbullying, shouldn't AI pick up on that? So you're going to timestamp one thing and say, oh, this is bad. And then I bleep it out, and then I try to re-upload it. And then because the rest of the video was fine, nothing else got timestamped as far as bullying and cyberbullying. So I re-upload it after I bleep out the one part. Then this is when that other screenshot that you saw, when I got the guideline strike, but they didn't show that timestamp in the beginning. You see what I'm saying? It's confusing though. So you have to really, you have to be there, man. It's really stupid. So
I mean, here's the thing that I also think people need to understand, that this is, when they see you and I come on here and make videos, a lot of people don't have the full understanding of just how much time it takes to do this stuff, to deal in the social media, to create the content, to research it, to know what the heck you're talking about, and to pump out videos. And for a channel like yours, you had, I don't know what, 600 videos, 700 videos that you had made.
I think 900.
Yeah. So you mean coming up on 1,000 videos, and all that work just kind of goes bye-bye, even though, and what's the most troubling part is, like you were saying, there's people out there saying far worse than what you were saying. And
we're gonna watch. We're gonna see it too. We're gonna actually see it.
Yeah. So it's the selective picking and choosing. I still believe that when you were Chicago conservative. When you've got that in your title, you're setting yourself up. Like mine's Continue Freedom. That automatically puts a red flag on your account, and you step even the slightest. Yeah, you step even the slightest little bit out of their archaic and arcane terms of service and all that kind of stuff, you're looking to get beat down in a hurry.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you don't fit their narrative, and here's another problem that I have as well before we continue this. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. There's another narrative. You can put that back up because I want to finish reading those.
Yeah. Sorry.
But there's another narrative that they want me to fit. I don't fit for them. The Kai Cenats, all of the Drewskis, all of basically the idiots that are on these platforms that are basically showing booties and boobs, and you got to basically have a hyperactive attitude, and you got to troll and do pranks and all this dumb stuff. I'm trying to keep it as PG as possible, guys. Please trust me. You guys already know how I get, but my thing is this: when you guys allow all of the degeneracy, and if you guys put all Black folks into one sphere when it comes to content on YouTube, and you have a few Blacks that don't fit the narrative on YouTube, you guys just have binoculars on them because they don't think the way that the Blacks that are on YouTube that are very, very popular, the ones that are making you all the money and the views, because ultimately that's what I think it is. But they don't see me like a Kai Cenat or a Drewski or any of these dumb people that smoke weed and have girls and, do all that crazy stuff on their stream. That's what they want me to do, though, right? They see a handsome black dude with dreads. They like, oh yeah, we want him to do this and we want him to do that and we want him to play basketball, do all that, and commentate about football. Like, dude, that's not what I want to do. Okay, I want to try to make my city better through politics because black people are lacking in politics a lot. And people know this. People know that black people don't really care about politics like that. They're going to just vote blue no matter who, and they don't want to hear the other side or the other perspective when it comes to the Republican Party, which is why I was a huge threat to them.
Right. And I feel like that needs to be mentioned is that you started the whole thing with, you're trying to turn Chicago red, and that's what got you a lot. I pulled up clips, you on Laura Ingraham and you talking to Tom Homan on the Laura Ingraham show, and you were making waves because that's, it seems it was like this insurmountable task, and you took it on along with some other folks, but you were one of the very, very popular people in Chicago trying to make meaningful change politically. So that's for everybody that's in my audience that has never seen Vashon's channel before.
Yeah. Jared, I kind of broke out a little bit.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me now? Oh, sorry about that.
It's kind of freezing up. Hold on, let me see.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's kind of. No, I see and hear. It's just a very,
very choppy,
blurry.
Yeah, you might have a connectivity problem because you're still coming through. Yeah, you can exit out and come back.
No, yeah, I can see that I'm good on your end and on there, but it's just on my end. It just sounds very weird.
Sounds like a bandwidth thing.
Let's see. Well, I can hear you.
Okay.
And I guess I'm not really as choppy.
No,
okay. I should be good.
Yeah, you're coming through clear. So it's just seeing it on your end, I think.
Yeah, no, I can hear you clearly. It's just like I'm very blurry. But now I think I should be good now. I think I'm good now.
Yeah, you look fine over here.
Okay, so let's continue reading that post because that is very, very frustrating. So where did I leave off?
Let's see.
Okay, I said that at first it was a warning when I uploaded a harmless video. I didn't cyberbully anyone, yet my channel received a warning. I then revised the video even more to YouTube standards, and I was then given a guideline strike. I also did not cyberbully in this timestamp. Strangely, 3 days later, my channel was removed from YouTube while I was still banned for 7 days. I got banned for 7 days on October 18th, 2025, and my channel was removed October 20th, 2025. I strongly dispute this determination. My channel content consists of harmless political commentary and reaction videos that do not violate YouTube's community guidelines or harassment policies. Can you go to the next one?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. As a result of this, is this the next one?
Yeah, it's just includes part of that other part. So it's down at the very bottom. Yeah.
Yep. As a result of this wrongful termination, my access to the YouTube Partner Program and AdSense payment has been suspended. This action has caused significant financial and reputational harm. Is it anything else?
No, that was it.
That should be the last one. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So that basically kind of explains it as of right now. But if you just scroll up just a little bit more, let me show you how biased YouTube really is. Now, there is a commentator out there called Moist Critical. He goes by the name of Charlie but you guys will see him back. That's him right there, actually. Slow down right there. That's him right. That's the post.
This one?
Now, yeah. Now, strangely, this is okay for YouTube. So even if you do like bloat this up, you'll be fine. even though I wouldn't recommend it because I don't know what they own, because they allow it on his channel and this get millions upon millions of views. So if you can click that and read that post, I wouldn't like um
Oh
make it
wait,
big.
yeah,
So can
I
you
can
read
see
that
what
for me? Because
it's
I can't really.
I can see what it's saying. I'm not going to bring that up. It's
Okay, okay,
yeah,
okay. So you
I
can
could see
see,
the
right?
title. Yeah, I could see the title. I don't think YouTube's AI can pick that up. It's graphic title. Let's just say it's a graphic title.
Like, dude, and you can see how X even considers this graphic content.
Yes.
You have to literally blur this out on X. Okay, yeah, don't show that because you're deaf. Well, actually, you actually can show that because you're on YouTube, so that's actually weird. So it actually is okay on YouTube, but it's not okay on X. So it's strange that you. It's just I don't get it. But
Wow.
I actually and I want to read that as well.
Yeah.
Because you ain't got to show it, but I'll explain.
Uh-huh.
So I said at YouTube, and they've responded to every single post that I put them in, that I tagged them in on X, by the way, besides this one, which is very, very weird. So I said at Team YouTube, explain how videos like this are still up on your platform and how it doesn't violate community guidelines. Just asking for a friend. But if you click that show button, if you guys go into my X account and see what that is, matter of fact, I'll do you one even better. I actually explained this in a video that I did, my first video back when I said I got banned. I actually explained that. Um, it's very, very tough how this stuff is allowed on YouTube, and this stuff gets millions. We're talking millions upon millions of views. Um, if you scroll up just a little bit more, I can dig deeper into that. Just scroll up, just keep scrolling just a little bit. JD Vance.
His Halloween costume
Dude
was
is funny
hilarious,
as
man.
hell. Hey, right there, right
This
there.
one.
And just skip to the go towards the end. Not like the end, but like I'll say yeah, I think a little bit towards that. Let me see what I'm saying. Because I know
on
I
YouTube. Now, the YouTube, if YouTube didn't want the video to be up, if you guys just didn't want the video to be up, I'm cool with
go
that.
back
Just
like I'll say 2 minutes. Cause let me see. Cause I hop into this when it comes to the Moist Critical guy. Then I'm gonna explain if my content is up or not. Is it saved or not? Me personally, I don't think so. I think all my content is gone. I think the only content that I have is the content of people reacting to me, which is pretty messed up. And it's a lot of people reacting to this Adam Mockler video. And they talking a lot of BS, but who cares? I mean, I always had haters. But I mean, it is what it is, man. You can't
So,
really defend yourself on YouTube because they took my channel away.
so do
But
they? Is that the case? Like you lose all the content you've created if you don't have a physical backup of that content. It's just gone forever.
yeah, I think so.
Wow.
Yep. I think they should be in my see, but here's the thing though. I will screen record, or well, not screen record, but I will react to the video, and then I'm recording myself, so it's like two separate videos. And then when I edit myself in picture,
Mm-hmm.
I'm saving that. But then when I'm done with it, I delete the video because I don't want to hold up storage,
Right.
because I mean I've got videos from years and years ago, and I never thought that my channel would get banned. So it's really, really silly. But nope, I don't have any of that content, man, whatsoever. Only have videos that people have reacted to me on and things of such. And yeah, it's just
So
it's still just a L. Not gonna lie.
so
A lot of
you're gonna start going on Rumble, right?
yeah, I'm actually trying to upload on Rumble, but it's tough because I try to do some edits off my phone, then I try to send it to my computer and then I upload it. But it's not as easy as it is on Rumble as it was on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. Rumble is really, really tricky.
Yeah.
But you asked me what notice did I get? And basically, I didn't really get a notice. They only told me that I was banned for 7 days, as you saw. And, while I was banned for that week, they just deleted my channel. So I don't really know what that was about, Jared. I'm not going to lie. It was some BS. Still don't understand it.
Did their terms of service change at some point?
Yes, but it actually should benefit me. And this is actually crazy because Sneeko actually just got unbanned from YouTube. He's been banned for 3 years because he was talking about COVID, right? And he was saying how the COVID shot was kind of, harmful to people. And YouTube banned him for that for 3 years. And they actually just unbanned Sneeko from YouTube because new research came out, and turns out all of a sudden the COVID shot was harmful to humans. And it's like, no,
Yeah. I actually got I've only had one warning on YouTube, and that was, or I've had two, and both of them were for, honestly, the way I mentioned it was kind of innocuous, talking about, the injections and all that kind of stuff. And so they shut me down and wouldn't let me upload for, I think it was a week. And they did that to me twice over the years. But I've only been on YouTube for 2 years. So it was far enough apart that I didn't get anything, it wasn't banned, nothing ban worthy, because I tried to self-censor as much as I could. And that's kind of the bummer too, because we're, when you see this happening, moving into midterms coming up next year and all that, that they'll start revising these things and doing whatever, any excuse they can make to shut down conservative commentators. They're going to make it.
Yeah.
Are you going to?
And it's just because I honestly truly believe that AI really did play a huge role in this, because we see the bias when it comes to YouTube, and they say they use an automated AI system along with human, I would say, reports. So I guess if someone gets mass reported or spam reported, you can get your channel removed just because people are being, disingenuous. So,
well,
it's just a lot of YouTube, man. It just sucks.
They would do moderation. It's like automated moderation with human, I guess, oversight or something like that is how they've explained it in the past. Are you going to start again on YouTube?
Oh, now if I do get my channel back, I will continue with YouTube. But my thing is this: if I had like a bigger audience on X or on Rumble, I definitely would use those platforms more. The only reason why I feel like I'm using YouTube now is because that's where I started, and that's where all my content is. Like, I've been doing content on YouTube for, I'll say, 5 years. Even before I was doing political commentary, I was still uploading videos on YouTube, like videos of me working out, playing basketball, things like that. And that's a lot of history that's on my channel. Like, I would say my whole early, mid, and late 20s are on my YouTube channel, bro. So it's like all of that is just gone.
Wow.
So it's just really tough. Yeah, it sucks, man. Like I said, it's really depressing. It sucks, even though I can't stay down for too long. It's like nobody wants to start over, especially when you got 32,000 subscribers and then you lose your channel for the dumbest reason. For the dumbest freaking reason, though, man. It's absolutely ridiculous. All the things that they allow on YouTube, and the fact that they removed my channel for something that I did not say.
Yeah. Well, I think you might have frozen. You still there? Can you hear me? Uh-oh. Just lost. Oh, there he went. There you are. Now you're back.
Oh. Sorry about that.
That's all good.
But yeah, it's just absolutely asinine how they get away. Well, and then it's like, I don't even think it's a right or left thing anymore when it comes to this cancel culture. It's whoever's telling the truth, no matter what side you're on, whether you're a Democrat or Republican. If you're telling the truth, but you're not getting as many views as Candace Owens or as Ian Carroll or as Tucker Carlson or Adam Mockler even,
Yeah.
if you're not getting all of these views, like if you just get, because me personally, I wasn't getting a ton of views like on every single video, you know? So YouTube really didn't see me profitable. Okay, this guy's telling the truth too much, but he's not bringing us enough money. So we're going to cancel him. And this is why I say if you want to tell the truth on YouTube, you have to get your audience up now, because if you don't have an audience and you're telling the truth, they're going to cancel you, dude.
Yeah.
They're going to cancel you for the dumbest thing, because even me with 30,000, and even if you look under these pages when you got at Team YouTube, people are always complaining about how they're getting their channels banned for the utmost ridiculous reasons. And when you look at the reasons why YouTube are banning their channel, it's just crazy how you guys are allowing this. And YouTube has been up for around at least 13, 14 years.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't understand it. I just don't understand it.
Well, I was going to look you up on View Stats, because on View Stats you could see, like the total number of views, but oh yeah, so you had, millions of views. Your channel had received millions of views over its lifespan. That's not a small accomplishment. It's difficult in this space. It is. It's very difficult to be entertaining and to be informative and to do all the things that you're trying to do day in and day out. But I believe that it's still part of the power play, right? That's why, the First Amendment is so dangerous to the left. It's dangerous to everybody. That's why the controversial figures, yeah, it's like the controversial figures, like we've talked about before, Nick Fuentes or whoever it happens to be. We can't be in the business of banning people. All that stuff has to be out there, because that's once people could start being selective, like YouTube is being, and other, Facebook is atrocious with it as well. I mean, I know some people that stream on Facebook, and they're awful too. But
Zuckerberg is crazy.
Yeah, they're crazy, and it's whoever controls the information can wield the power. Rumble was supposed to be a good alternative, but it like you say, it just hasn't caught traction. I go there, my content, you and I disagree on a couple of things, like Nick Fuentes, and talk about Israel, talk about whatever. And since I started making more content like that, I'm actually
pretty funny. I'm actually looking at him kind of sideways now after the Zoran Mondami thing. I don't really know about Nick no more, man.
Yeah, he's kind
of
a
line of everything, buddy. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
It's a line of everything.
Well, when I started doing that, I started getting far less viewership and like downvoted videos, and it kind of tells you about the audience, where they've moved on those different platforms. So anyway, we have to, there's got to be something someday to replace Google, because I don't think Google's going to fix itself from the inside. And I've been looking for it, man, for the past 6 months, ever since Trump got elected. I've been waiting for that sort of stuff to happen, these bans to start happening, because they got to shut down the growing voices and maintain the narrative. That's really all it is. It's a power play, and they see somebody that does it. If they can jump on it, let their people post all the garbage that they want to. But when they have somebody like you,
all of this crazy nonsense, and this is what I'm saying, man. These people are violent. They don't want to have a debate. They don't want to coincide with peace. They don't want prosperity. They don't want capitalism. These people want everything that's bad for our country. And you got one dude that's making stupid videos in his basement. I almost said something else, but I forgot you said keep it PG. But you got a dude in his basement making videos, and this is a threat to who exactly?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't have any money. I don't have any sponsorships. I don't have anything. I don't know if the Fox News thing kind of scared them off or scared them a little bit, but I'm a nobody, dude. I'm just a guy with one of these, I'm just a regular guy with a microphone. So I just don't get how the things that I say are so harmful to America, when I just preach people to have families, believe in capitalism, don't be a jackass. Can you say jackass on YouTube at this point? Jesus Christ. So it's like, have sense to know that people who are trying to do the right thing and people who are trying to make the world a better place, allow these people to have a voice. I'm not saying everything that I say is the gospel or anything like that. Trust me, I'm not one of those people by any means. I'm not a preacher or nothing. But I'm not preaching hate. I'm not preaching people to go beat up people, and I'm not mocking people dying like how they want me, like how they want me to do, like in the rap videos. Oh, this guy dead, and let me point a gun, yeah, so it can fit the narrative and get YouTube millions upon millions of views while making black people look bad. That's what they want me to do. That's what YouTube want me to do. They might take this video down just because of me saying this. It's ridiculous. Now, there are other commentators out there that say the same things that I say, but you got to understand it, right? YouTube see this stuff too. They see this is an actual guy that's from Chicago. That's a conservative. Chicago is very blue. This guy is in the heart of Chicago, changing people's narratives, letting them know that the Democratic Party sucks. Can you say suck on YouTube now? Like, I'm just like, dude. So I'm a guy in Chicago trying to change the narrative, and you guys banned me for something that I didn't even say. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, but you guys want me to say all of the things that the guy said in the video. But if I physically said it to another person, it would be okay. With a gun in my hand, that's probably illegal. With drugs, you can't even have drugs and a gun at the same time. So what are we doing here, YouTube? That's what they do.
That's what those commentators do.
In YouTube,
Yeah.
commentators, streamers, rappers, bro, you name it. You got a cup of lean right here. You got your blunt of weed right here. You got your ecstasy there. You got your pills here. You got all of these drugs everywhere while a gun is just right there on the side. How?
And that doesn't get banned.
It doesn't get banned. You want to know how I know? It's because these people who monetized and got rich off this are from Chicago, like me. Little Durk, Little Herb, Chief Keef. You think these people got rich off of being on the radio? No, they got rich off of YouTube because YouTube are allowing these people to just, yeah, we're going to do this and we're going to do that to your loved one, and the ones that are already dead, yeah, F them.
Well, I think that's the cultural thing too, right? But
I'm cyberbullying though.
Right.
I'm cyberbullying.
That's right. That's what I'm saying is you're challenging the narrative, and you were challenging the culture and saying, hey, you know what? I'm about having a family, which you've got a family, and it's being more conservative, and you're looking at alternative perspectives, and that's a very dangerous thing to people on the left. And make no mistake, everybody at YouTube, well, not everybody, most people at YouTube are on the left. Now I've listened, I haven't talked to, I've heard people like Tim Pool. And this is where I want to know what level do you have to be at where you can have somebody that you physically, actually, verbally talk to at YouTube, because they have reps. Once you get to a certain size,
they don't have anybody.
Well, not for small commentators, but
not for small commentators,
right? Once you get to
people like on Team YouTube on X, you can reach out to them. They will respond, but if you are a little controversial, like if you got something like 1,000 views and you just got monetized and you put a lot of work in, or if you got 2,000, 3,000 views, I mean, not views, but subscribers, excuse me, and you put a lot of work in, you feel like you put a lot of effort into your channel. See, it might not mean nothing to them, but it's a lot to you because you're putting work in all of those edit. You know that you have to edit.
Mm-hmm.
If you're making videos outside, you got to put yourself out there. You damn near putting your life in danger if you don't have security.
Yeah.
So
especially as a conservative,
you're doing all of this just to put out good content for YouTube, just for them to take it down for some lame ass video that I didn't even say anything in. I'm commentating on it. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I am looking at a lawsuit, guys. I've given YouTube, I believe, 60 days to reinstate my channel with AdSense as well. I've sent out a certified letter. It hasn't been 60 days as of yet, but if they don't reach out within 60 days, I'm going to have to take legal action, guys. So I don't want to do that, but I don't really think YouTube's giving me an option here because they're kind of playing in my face now, Jared, because they respond on my X account. I told them, You guys need to DM me. Like, you guys, I'm tired of this back and forth under the post. They like, we might could solve this problem without via DM. I'm like, okay, so solve it then. You guys basically admitted it was AI. So solve the problem, dude. It's like, what if this is my actual job? What if this is my actual job, dude? I would be screwed.
They aren't too concerned about that. Remember the adpocalypse that happened years ago? Do you remember that? Were you doing YouTube stuff when the adpocalypse was? I don't think you would have been doing YouTube back then, but it was probably 7 or 8, maybe it might have been longer than that. It might have been 10 years ago that these early YouTubers built YouTube into what it was, and they were getting this very reasonable share of the ad revenue. And all of a sudden, YouTube comes in and says, "We're cutting that to fractions of what you were making before." So these individuals who have built entire businesses off of, $100,000 a month in ad revenue, making an absolute killing, they all of a sudden they get a payment, and it was $2,000. And this whole economy, this whole gig economy that was in the midst of being built, just starts crumbling. And Casey Neistat and other people were making posts galore about it, saying this is ridiculous. What in the world are we going to do? And that's when they started going with sponsorships and doing ad reads, because YouTube wasn't giving them the share. So they adapted, but it crushed some channels, especially ones that were right on that cusp, because it's just like in a business. You get a business to a certain point and you're seeing some success, but you've got a lot invested. You've taken a lot of risk in that business. And eventually if something happens, then the whole thing just it can crumble very easily until you get into a bit more stable of a situation. And it was that way with these YouTube creators. They got into this very successful point, and they thought that's what YouTube was going to keep giving them the money. And they said, no, we need more of this money. And they're
over half a trillion dollar corporation, dude. YouTube is worth $550 billion.
Yeah.
That's with a E. And you guys can't have people all around the world, because everybody around the world use YouTube, because I don't know if YouTube was made in America or if it was made in India or something like that, or someone sold it. They made it in America, but I think he sold it for something.
I don't remember who started it, but obviously this is Google, right? It's Google in general, and they're the top 2 search engines in the world. Yeah. Now AI is going to take them over eventually. Google's going to lose, because their AI is terrible. Like it's Gemini, I think, is the one that is theirs. It's an atrocious AI. ChatGPT, Grok, all those are going to overtake Google as the top search engine. So, they're going to lose plenty of market share. And I kind of think about that. I'm making these YouTube videos. Am I going to be experiencing no ad revenue at all? Or is it going to be, what's that going to look like down the road? And, same for you. Like when we're making videos in 5 years, and Google loses a boatload of money because AI is taking them over, how's it going to function? But I don't know. On that same comment, do you have more you want to talk about on this? Well, I think we need to hit it smattering throughout, but I wanted to talk about something that it involves you, because you actually brought it up in your Adam Mockler video. I watched your interview with him.
Mm-hmm. How was it?
It was good. Yeah, it was really good. You handle yourself very well with, in situations like that.
A tricky mofo. He's very, very tricky. He's very, very tricky. He tried to catch me slipping like a few times.
Yeah, I found this article right afterwards. He asked you this question. He said, "Oh, it was only JD Vance that had ever called Trump Hitler," and Post Millennial actually just posted this a few days ago, or maybe just a day ago. So I saw it and I had to share it with you.
Wow.
Yeah. So basically, they highlighted Pritzker and Gavin Newsom and Kamala Harris and all these other people that actually had. But it plays into what we're talking about, because they don't say it outright. This is the thing.
Right.
And maybe that's something for us to be safe on YouTube. We have to start doing is use veiled language. They say, like in the instance with Pritzker, it said, let's see, during his February budget speech, Pritzker compared Trump's use of immigration enforcement to Hitler's persecution of Jews and minorities, calling it, quote, how authoritarian regimes do it. And
Always authoritarian.
Right.
That's their favorite word now.
Well, and then he said, I can tell you, sitting next to Holocaust survivors, that what they will say is in this moment is, this is what happened. So it's not, he didn't specifically say
He didn't
Trump
say
is
he was
that.
Hitler, but he said that he has some of Hitler's tendencies or Hitler ways,
Right.
which is kind of a low blow. And this is what Democrats do. And this is what I'm saying. Like, if I was a Republican and if I said this about JB Pritzker, you know what? Yeah, I know how it would feel to be a slave in America being next to JB Pritzker as a black man, because this guy, he has very light eyes and he has white skin. So I understand how it feels to be a slave. So you would insinuate, well, if you're dumb, but if you have a brain, you would be like, what the hell is he talking about? But if you're dumb, like majority of these Democrats, which is why they get away with this so much, is because you will look at JB Pritzker as a racist, or you will look at him as a slave owner now. Because if this black man just sees JB Pritzker as a slave owner because he's just so happens to be black in America, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
And that's just basically what JB Pritzker does when it comes to Donald Trump. Oh, I know, as a Jew, as a Holocaust survivor, I know how it feels. Like, dude, just shut up, okay?
Well, that's like I say, it's the veiled language. It's, well, I was sitting next to some Holocaust survivors and they would say that this is how it happened. No, I'd never called Trump Hitler, but he makes all the references and all the inferences that would lead someone to believe it. So that's when I heard it in your interview with or debate with, is it Adam Mockler? Is that right? Adam Mockler?
Yeah, Adam. Yeah, Adam.
When I heard that, I thought, that's not accurate. And I went looking because I didn't have it off the top of my head. And I found this and I was like, oh, my favorite. This is by the way, one of my favorite publications. I don't know if you watched my videos before. I use the Post Millennial all the time. I love them.
Yeah.
I like them. But anyway, yeah.
I'll have to check them out. Yeah, man. It's like, JD Vance called Trump Hitler, but he came out and apologized for that. And I told Adam Mockler that. And I already started out by saying that JD Vance, he took full accountability to that. And he said, yeah, well, he still called him Hitler. He still called him Hitler. I'm like, okay, but he came out and said that it was because of your rhetoric. It was because of CNN's rhetoric and MSNBC's rhetoric. And he told me, oh, well, this is a grown man. That I'm like, dude, okay, you telling me you're telling me adults don't get tricked?
Yeah.
What are you talking about, bro?
Yeah.
Adults get finessed every day.
Well, and him being, I know he said that, well, he's the vice president. You're telling me he got tricked. And it's like, yeah, but the vice president's a man just like any other man, People,
that's what I'm saying.
People
like,
consume
people and
this
right.
algorithm. The whole algorithm thing is it creates the self-licking ice cream cone. And I realized this recently. I heard a lot of folks on X, people posting saying, I don't subscribe to these people. Why am I seeing all their stuff? And what it is even when I found this, there are people that I don't agree with, and I would go in and quite honestly, I was trolling. Like I was trolling on X, and so I'm hitting up their comments and I'm making, trying to stir the pot a little bit. And but then I started getting their stuff all the time. And I'm like, I don't agree with these people. Why are they in my feed? Oh, it's because I'm interacting with both the people I agree with, but more so the people I don't agree with. And it sways the algorithm to fill my feed with the people I don't agree with so that I engage more. And that's how it worked, because I was getting a ton of Nick Fuentes stuff. And for a while there, I was saying, I don't even want to see this. Like, I don't want to see it anymore. But I would see something and I would comment on it. And then it kept showing it. So that was my misunderstanding of the feed. I was creating my own,
Right. The feed, like, so you want it or what? Like, you gotta help me out. Like,
yeah, that's exactly what it is.
But I think that's all just a part of business in general. Like, even when it comes to like people rage baiting in chats.
Yeah.
While they're streaming, they just want people to engage in chat because more engagement means more viewer duration, which ultimately means more money.
Yeah.
So That's what it means. Ultimately, even when the people feed you that content on X or whatever you're on, that's not coincidental. You know, even and then it's even more interesting because I was just talking about this a little bit before I got banned on YouTube, which is crazy. It's how you will be talking about something and then you'll see an ad about it. I would say like right when you're about to watch a video on YouTube or something. Let's say you like, man, you know, I need to pay my bills or something. You know, like I'm having money problems, and then you'll click this video and you'll see an ad about need financial something or need financial
Right.
something like this. Then I'm like, what? I kind of do need that. And it's like, how do they know that?
They're
And
listening
let's
all
say
the
you're
time, man.
hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's scary. I've heard a lot of people admit to that. Like as soon as they are talking about something, they will see an ad about it. Like it's
Yeah.
weird. Are you guys listening in there?
Oh, they
But
are.
okay.
And well, and once you start getting AI involved in it, it's going to get even scarier, man. They're going to start curating content for people based on them listening all the time. The
Mhm.
content curation is going to get even more scary. I tell people, you know, being in video and photo work, I'm going to be out of a job in the next 5 years. There's going to be zero need for a video. Well, I won't say zero, but very limited need for videographers. Your average social media content, I'll be able to take a scan of a person and have them read a script, and I can take their voice and their likeness and light them and film them any way that I want to, and they'll never have to step foot in a studio. I will never turn on a camera, and I will never set up a light. I won't have to do it. Oh, Snotface came on. Snotface is in the chat.
What up, Snotface?
Snotface, for you guys that
You're
don't
Sylvester.
for you guys that don't know, was a regular over on the Chicago Conservative.
Yeah, man. We working on it, Snotface. We working on it.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's gonna be scary. We're gonna be the pod people having video that AI is creating without us asking for it, and yeah, it almost makes you wonder: are we going to be creating content ourselves, or is it just going to be an AI avatar that we type a script into it, and it creates it? You don't have to ever buy a camera or turn on a light, you know?
Right. Yeah. It's it's and that's what I'm like. And I saw you, and it's like because this adds up to the Zora Mondami show that you just did. I'll say a few days ago.
Oh yeah,
This content got elected in New York. Like people always think free is an actual thing in America. Someone's paying for this. Okay. See, there we go.
mm-hmm.
Kathy Hochul even don't agree with Zora Mondami's free bus plan. Nothing is free. Okay. Someone has to pay for this. 9 times out of 10 is going to be the tax-paying citizen, someone who either pay their taxes, you know. So it's very, very strange how New York could fall and stoop so low to voting for someone like Zoran Mondami. And I'm not against people who are Muslim or anything like that, but I believe that America was born on Christian values. So, and like I said, I'm really not for foreign, you know, people in our policy in our government anyways, or people that are controlling our legislation. Excuse me, that was a little tongue twister. But
Yeah.
I'm not really for that. So for Zoran Mondami to be the mayor, well, at least we didn't get Omar Fatia. At least he didn't win. But for Zoran Mondami to actually win mayor of New York City, Jared,
Yeah.
it's just this is the greatest city, in my opinion, in the world. Like,
Yeah, it is.
New York City, it could be now. Besides the crime and stuff, we got to admit everything is in New York. The movies, the food, like everything.
Finance. I mean, finance is still number one in New York, but
everyone goes to New York to make it. Exactly.
yeah. Well, and you've got the markets there, but Charlotte, North Carolina, of all places, was the number 2 banking hub in the U.S. And now Miami, people are talking about moving to Miami. I know PBD has done several podcasts talking about it, that's going to be the next financial center because Florida is making it hospitable for businesses. And yeah, look, man, we've talked about it before that strong men make good times make weak men make bad times, and then bad times make strong men. And it's been good times for the most part in New York. People have been complaining about the crony politics and all that nonsense. And they say, well, we're going to change it. And they still think that the way to change it is to go even further left than what they've done already. And Mamdani was the answer. So, all right, let's pick a socialist. And I think this right here, look, he did this for one of two reasons. I don't know, you could probably see it down in the notes there, but either he doesn't understand, or he promised this, because he either doesn't understand the basic economics of public transit, which is, like I say, is not out of the realm of possibility for a socialist. They don't seem to grasp basic economics.
Right.
Or
all you gotta hear is the word public, buddy.
Right.
But anyways,
well, or they want they needed Kathy Hochul to say no. And Kathy Hochul saying no says that she doesn't support the plans that are for the people, and that's bad for the big D Democrat Party. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. You have experience in this because you've been dealing with that Chicago politics nonsense for so long.
Yeah. And half of them aren't from America. That's the crazy part. Half of our aldermen, we have 50 aldermen. I would say not half, but I would say a little over 1/3 of our aldermen are not from America. They have broken English. And it's just sad how I don't even want to call this America at this point. I don't know what the hell Trump has done, but I really think that he needs to really, really, really focus on America. Now, I know you have to do some business when it comes to foreign policy like China. You have trade wars and things like that. But when you prioritize American citizens last, it really gets on my nerves because people voted for you to put us first, not China first, not all of these other countries first. You see what I'm saying? So we get that, we have things that we want to buy from China. We have things that other countries have that we want, and they want our money. We get that part. But when it's a time to draw a line when we have all of the homelessness and jobless people here in America, when you're prioritizing people who are from China, by the way, that's risk of allowing people that are from the CCP to enter our country to infiltrate all of our intelligence. I mean, that's just not a smart move and I'm referring to the 600,000 Asians or Chinese kids that Trump is allowing as far as Ivy League schools. And it's really, I don't really think it's a good move. And I just don't really think that's America first. Even Fox called that out. So, I just don't understand, when is America gonna really have our free speech back? Because even you, Jared, I mean, you're a lot more, balanced out than I am, because I can go off the rails. But when you have commentators that are just speaking the truth, calling out flat out communism, if it doesn't give you a lot of views in YouTube's eyes, they're going to ban you. And that's crazy to me, because someone who's telling the truth, it doesn't matter if it's profitable or not. But that's just not how the world works.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. I'm not playing devil's advocate here, but I understand the profit model that they want to. I mean, it's a business, right? They've got thousands of employees. So
I feel it.
So I get that part of it, but it just stands to reason that you're going to make more revenue if you have more commentators that are, because look, you spent years on your channel, right? I mean, you spent multiple years uploading content. That's the only way you can do it, to get 1,000 videos on a channel. It's just, it's a constant, slugging it out, right? It's you're slugging it out, making videos. It's never all that predictable on which videos are going to catch, and some videos catch and you try to ride the algorithm wave. And so you up your content and and some of them fall flat. And so anyway, I say all that to say that when you get people who put that work and effort into it, it doesn't make any sense to shut them down unless you have an ideological motive. And that's all it is. It's purely ideological / power grab. They are beholden to one particular party. and they're willing to, in my mind, that says, well, we're willing to sacrifice money for our ideology. And that is stupid to me, but they only have the ability to do it because they control the two largest search engines in the world. They're essentially a monopoly sitting atop the social media space because they're getting cover from
Yeah.
Facebook and Instagram and all that other stuff as well, all those other channels.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Yeah,
what
they're all connected. Even Rumble. When I was on Rumble, I was, and this made my skin crawl too. When I was looking on Rumble, and they said that under the account, and when you look at revenue, it says YouTube earnings, and I'm like, so is Rumble and YouTube like together or something? And that's why I'm like, look, if I can't say what I want on Rumble, then that's going to be a very, very huge problem. Even though I haven't uploaded anything on Rumble yet, it's really
No,
tough.
the way it
But
works,
my-
the way it works is they want you to take Rumble Studio and project onto YouTube. That's all it's doing. Is it acts like a connection. So just like I'm using a piece of software, or you would use a piece of software to stream out to YouTube. They have their own, Rumble does their own proprietary version. They want you to stream it out to YouTube, and then all the ad revenue comes back through their platform. But anyway,
Okay, that makes sense, but it's still it's tricky. But my thing is this: even when I've gotten banned, I would say 3 days after a 7-day suspension, when I'm already banned, it's crazy. They didn't even tell me why I got banned or what video that was banned, for me to get kicked. So I don't understand. If you guys are going to take my channel down, at least show me the video that's controversial, that's or too controversial for YouTube. But they didn't even do that. They just said, "Oh, we're removing your content for harassment and cyberbullying." Whatever, dude. So I'm like, it's whatever. But my thing is, like I said, I'm gonna be definitely filing a lawsuit, but I'm not thinking about that right now. Really, I'm just more focused on what's next. Do I want to make another YouTube channel? I mean, I truly do, but I just don't want to do it right now because now I got this legal stuff going on with YouTube. But they're acting like they're going to give me my channel back, but they're not responding. But they're every time they do respond, they're like, "We're looking into it," because I do see people under Team YouTube page, and they say, "Oh, my YouTube channel got banned, and what can I do to get it back?" And they do have responses saying, "We've done everything we can. We've sent you an email, and that's our final decision." But they're not doing that with my channel. They're still saying, "Oh, we're looking into it," or "We're still looking into it," and I'm telling them, "Okay, DM me so I can stay in contact with you guys." But they're saying, "Oh, this problem can be fixed without via DM." I'm like, "Okay, so can you please fix the problem?
yeah.
What's taking long?" So they're just playing. We're just playing a game of cat and mouse at this point.
Dang.
It's crazy.
Well, being in the dark, being kept in the dark about it has got to be, I mean, that's obviously very frustrating,
Yeah.
Because, you want somebody to talk to be able to dig your spurs into and say, "Hey,
And
let's get this
and
going."
all of the appeals I did, all the appeals, and when I reached out to YouTube, it was responded by an AI system. So you're not talking to a real person at all.
Yeah.
And even with the first 2 responses from Team YouTube on X, those are AI body responses. And I think the third response should be an actual person.
Or I guess you could,
So
would you use the same name? Would you use a different name?
if I do start a new YouTube channel, I mean, I would want to, but like I said, if I try to use the same name, would I get
Get a
would I get
bullseye
that
on your
channel?
back? Yeah. Golly.
I don't get it, man.
Well, I mean, think about it this way. I guess seeing the positive, you have all the experience. You have learned so much about how the algorithm works. You've got creators that you've been working with. I mean, other commentators and people that can help you boost your channel back up again. I mean, that's
Yeah.
you've laid so much groundwork, and I think it's important for everybody to know if you're a viewer who never watched Chicago conservative, because there could be some of those folks on here, then this was like you opened up your platform of 32,000 people, 32,000 subscribers to lottie-dottie everybody. Say, hey, come on, you want to be a panelist? Come on in and we'll have a discussion. And we'd have these 3-hour long sometimes discussions with lots of people, different viewpoints, people who made content, people who didn't make content. I see Snotface is in the comment section saying I would love to chime in. And I would do that. Snotface, I don't have a setup. My system does not work as efficiently as Vashon's does. So I don't have a layout for more than 2 people. I'm going to build one so that if we want to I can bring people in. But nonetheless, I say all that to say that you were very gracious with your channel, and you helped a lot of people out there. So you've laid the groundwork for it. I have zero doubt that you're going to be able to come back and just knock it out of the park again. Hopefully they give you your channel back. But
yeah, I think 9 times, and that's why I'm not really like, hulking out, turning green or anything like that, because I mean, I genuinely think 8 times out of 10, I am going to get my channel back, because I think YouTube, they kind of admitted that they effed up.
Right.
So, but they have this, and this is what I'm saying. This is what's really frustrating. They have this terms of service agreement, and it's called Section 230 when it comes to their terms of service. And ultimately, it means that we can remove content as we see fit. And when you sign up for YouTube, you basically agree to that in the terms of service. So my thing is, you guys already violated your own terms of service, because it takes 3 guideline strikes for you to actually remove someone's channel. First, it takes a week, then it's 2 weeks, then it's 90 days after the 3rd strike.
Yeah.
So I'm not understanding, why the hell are you guys removing my content after 1 strike over something that I didn't say? It's like, I just don't get it.
They exercised the nuclear option on you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I've seen other creators go through this. Oh, so Snotface says, I'm rooting for him. I also wanted to chime in because I've seen other creators go through this. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Snotface, for always being there, man. I appreciate you guys just sticking by me. I'm trying to do the best I can. It's really, really depressing though, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Like even with all the shows we did, like just down the toilet, man. All of that. That's what I'm like. All that great conversation, all the things that we learned, all the things that we taught each other. It's just sad, man. But like I said, hopefully, I get my channel back. And hopefully they compensate me, very, very well. And if they don't, I mean, that's fine. But I'm just going to try to either just stay on X for now and Rumble. And hopefully, if I can start my own website, I probably would do that. Because, I mean, nobody has time for, censorship anymore.
Well,
but yeah, I'm going to try to do all 4 options.
I'll tell you that's the way that in my long-term vision, that's where I want to go is, be on YouTube, Rumble, all that, but drive as, and you see other content creators doing it. They're driving as many people as they can to their websites, and their websites in most cases are being, they have their own server space. They have to do everything independently. And there are some companies buying server space for like smaller creators and people that are trying to stream to their own platforms, because Amazon owns most of the server space. Amazon, Google. So if you it's how they canceled. I think it was one of the times that Alex Jones got nixed. He had his own websites and all this on other places, and they shut him down in 48 hours off of every social media platform and his website.
Wow.
Because it was all controlled by people with leftist ideology. So the parallel economy is going to be, we've kind of rested on our laurels, I guess you could say, or we've, sitting on our haunches, whatever term you want to use. So we've been chilling out here, but the parallel economy cannot stop. It's like we got Rumble and everybody said, okay, well, I think we're good now. We've got another platform. but that's not enough. The server space,
Yeah, Rumble is definitely not enough.
I mean, I look at things like Wix. Wix is a website platform, and you can build your own website just like you can on Squarespace or Shopify or whatever. But Wix, if you are a firearms person or you are in any kind of controversial content, they will shut you down quick as a hiccup. So all the
Wow.
do-it-yourself websites, which is what the only thing that most people can afford to do, they'll shut you down if you have controversial content as well. So there aren't any, for lack of a better term, safe spaces when it comes to content creators. And I'm hoping that some of these wealthy conservative folks who have talked about it in the past, and I think that Don Jr. and the guys from Rumble, and I know that Dave Rubin was in on it. They were all wanting to build this server space, this other, almost like they're building a different internet, but they wanted to buy up server farms and all that. So, yeah.
I didn't even know that people own servers. That is,
Yeah, dude. Yep. It's
that's just crazy.
it's not a safe space out there, but
Nothing is. You can't say anything, even if you make your own website.
yeah, they can take it down. Controversial content.
Wow, dude.
Well-
Nothing is owned by anything anymore.
No. Well, I'm glad I had the opportunity to give you, the chance to speak to everybody.
I really do appreciate it, Jared. I actually miss doing this a lot, man. It almost made me want to cry, man, because I almost thought I was under my channel for a second, but I'm like, man, I had to come back to reality and be like, oh man, I forgot this is continued freedom.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I really do appreciate it, Jared, man.
Nah, dude.
Have me on anytime, bro. If you ever think about doing a panel or something, I'll be more than likely to be on it. I'm more than happy to come on it, and I'm always willing to come on the show.
Yes, man.
Any updates that come on the channel when it comes to my YouTube channel, I definitely will let you know.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, because it's just ridiculous, guys. Free speech is definitely being attacked in America, especially when it comes to people who don't fit the narrative like myself. They want me to be a King Von and all these other, dumb Chicago rap nut jobs. And I won't do it. I just won't do it. And they want me to be this type of guy who promote violence and, illegal guns and drugs and stuff like that. But I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to keep on fighting for the truth. And I'm going to continue to keep letting people know that free speech is being attacked out here. And they want what's going to keep Americans stupid, especially Black Americans, because, let's be honest, we're not, as a group that really, into politics anyway. So any Black conservative that's in the Republican Party that do try to, switch the narrative for people who think blue or vote blue no matter who is very dangerous to them. So I will just tell people to move with caution when they're on YouTube, especially if you're a conservative like myself or like Jared here. I would definitely consider you guys to just be careful, because it could happen to any one of us, man. And it's sad that this, happened to my channel, even though I think it's a mistake. But I don't know. It's just kind of, I don't know, just too strange for me to believe that this just happened on accident. But yeah, no 3 guideline strike term of service agreement at all. They didn't find any harassment or cyberbullying under the timestamps. And yeah, even when they did remove my channel, they didn't let me know what video ultimately got my channel removed. So it's just a lot of BS, man, but we're going to figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and again, I will echo that what you've learned stepping big. I've seen big commentators. I don't know if you watch Tim Pool. Do you ever watch Tim Pool?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So he started a new channel because he was getting shadow banned, and he started a second channel that nothing different. He was posting the same content he'd been posting before, and it was growing slower, but he was seeing, just from an engagement perspective, and as a small channel, I've seen that I will get a very high click-through rate. People are watching the content and the impressions stop. They just don't show it to anybody else. And that's what you're fighting against, and that's what you were doing a really good job of overcoming, which is why your channel was growing so much. So I think that what you've learned off of this, obviously, we got a bunch of people out here rooting for you, and we'll do whatever we can to help you out. But I hate that it happened to you, man. So
Yeah, and the sad part is, it's like the people who I do content with, I just fear so much, because one of my other guys, he just lost his TikTok account. That was a really, really good account. He was on the show before as well. His name was Darrell Choo Choo. You probably know Choo Choo.
yeah, okay, yeah.
Yep, he just lost his TikTok over some BS.
Wow.
Saying nothing. It was about Charlie Kirk. So
Yeah.
I guess you know where that's going.
Wow.
But yeah, it's an attack on the right again, ladies and gentlemen. So please just be cautious of what you say. We thought that Trump was going to, get on top of this stuff. And I think that this is one of the main things that Trump forgot when it comes to getting him elected. Media wise, people didn't really care about Fox News. They were on YouTube. They were watching, right leaning conservative commentators and I guess red pill commentators. So they were getting up like billions of views. We're not even going to say millions. We're going to say billions here, because I would say in like these conservative commentators, they would get millions of views on one video. So talking about enjoy the snow, CC. Yeah, it's definitely outside, and it's gonna snow tomorrow too. So yeah, I will not be enjoying that, by the way.
Well,
But yeah,
I don't think there's a lot that Donald Trump can do about that in particular. I don't know what he, you know what I mean? Like he's the censorship thing.
these are private corporations. I understand that, but what he did with TikTok, you can do with YouTube as well. You don't have to allow TikTok to make money in America, which is gonna make what, billions of dollars in like what, another week or two probably. So
I haven't
it's the
been
same thing
following
with
it.
YouTube. Because so this is around when Trump was actually getting sworn in, right? I believe it was in January. TikTok was actually removed. So
Right. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
yeah, so TikTok was actually not available in America, and I believe they said that the administration are doing something to work out TikTok, and the liberals went absolutely insane. And I reported it on my YouTube, of course, but they deleted it. So Trump, he allowed TikTok to become a platform in America again. So now China and all these other people can now, make money off of Americans. And I think that Trump definitely needs to set an example on YouTube, because YouTube is what helped him get elected. So
Yeah.
if you do it with TikTok, I mean, you could do it with YouTube. What's the problem? So
Yeah.
if you can pick and choose when TikTok can allow their content to be streamed or seen in America, you could do the same thing with YouTube.
Well, but TikTok was it was a Chinese company, and then the business deal that went down was to essentially have it become an American company. It was basically not part of ByteDance, isn't that right? So it was no longer part of ByteDance. I can't remember all the specifics.
TikTok is originated in China, and this is why they feed Americans and the Chinese two different content.
Oh yeah.
If you see TikToks in China and you see TikToks in America, they're fairly different. So
oh yeah, they were doing stuff in China of they were exalting math and all kinds of other things so that people could. They basically weren't getting the mindless nonsense that we were getting.
But
here.
in TikTok, right, in America, we getting all of that. So yeah. And in China, they don't do that. I mean, it does happen in China. They do have videos out there like that in China, but majority of it, no. But to my knowledge, if I'm not mistaken, I thought YouTube was owned by Alphabet Inc., which is owned by Google, which is owned by Alphabet Inc., and that's owned by I just did a show on this guy. But yeah, Alphabet Inc. is I don't think this guy's American. I don't believe. Well, he probably is.
So the Alphabet Inc. is publicly traded, owned by its shareholders, with the largest shareholders being a mix of institutional investors and its co-founders. And the co-founders are Larry Page and Sergey Brin. So they maintain a majority of the voting control, despite owning a smaller percentage of total shares.
Sergey Brin. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see.
So between him and Larry Page, they own over 51%.
Vanguard owns 7.25% of Alphabet Inc. BlackRock owns 6.27% of Alphabet Inc.
Yep.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Bro,
They
we
do.
talk
They're
about this all the time.
State Street, BlackRock, and Vanguard. Man, they're in everything.
Dude,
They are.
Jesus.
Yeah. They
Christ.
So here's the stats on it. Let's pull it up so everybody can see. Yeah, they're of all the owners, they are some of the top ones. Yep.
Yeah,
Vanguard,
Larry Page. That's
golly.
the guy I was thinking about.
I mean, if BlackRock, State Street, and Vanguard, they've got. I think the last number was around 30 trillion in assets under management.
That is insane.
Yeah.
Vanguard owns everything, dude, and BlackRock and State Street. That is ridiculous. So you got a comment here I want to respond to. He said, if conservative legislation works so well, why are the top 7 poorest states red? That's probably because those 7 poorest states have big cities that are blue. That's probably my assumption. And what are those states? Because I can tell you the top cities in those states for sure.
Yeah. Let's see. Poorest states. Let's just look it up.
Yeah.
It's in the U.S.
Oh.
Well, so this is the causation correlation kind of argument that, oh, well, because they're these southern states that have a lot of people on welfare that are poor, or wherever these states happen to be, that must mean that all the policies there are bad. Doesn't have anything to do with a lack of infrastructure and industry and all that. And so the obvious thing must be to have more socialist policies where we just steal from the people who are making money and go to the polar opposite of it, and things will get better. That also doesn't make sense. So Mississippi, Louisiana, New Mexico, West Virginia, and Arkansas. Those look like the bottom ones. So
Yeah, so I'm reading this article. It says Republicans run 8 of America's 10 poorest states. And if I'm looking at these states, dude, their major cities are blue. And we do know that the cities have majority of the population. So I hate when they do that. That's such a skewed point.
Yeah, even when you come to Tennessee, everybody's coming to Tennessee, but Tennessee is not uber wealthy. It's getting more wealthy because more people from New York and California and New Jersey and all these places are moving here. But you go to
man, you can't be that dense, bro. Talking about the blue big cities make all the money. That you and where's all that money going? It's not going to the people.
That's funny though. Tell that to the people who are moving in droves to my state. They say, I can't take it here anymore. Oh,
Nobody
that's
cares
funny.
Blue cities, man, because they're not safe anymore. They never been safe, honestly, but people can't take it anymore. They just can't take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the cities make the money because the cities have the people, which is why it's the most crime infested. It's the most homelessness in big cities. So I'm pretty sure if you have let's say Illinois, right? They're surrounded by red rural areas, but you have Chicago, which contains millions upon millions of people. I mean, it's not really going to matter how many of these hundreds of thousands of people are in these rural areas when you have millions of people in Chicago that are homeless. So yeah, I mean, even though Chicago and Illinois is a blue city and state, let's say that was Texas. If Texas is a red state all around, but it has a homelessness that is skyrocketing, 9 times out of 10, the majority of that homelessness is coming from Houston. That's a blue city.
Yeah.
So,
well, number one dangerous place in the U.S. right now is Memphis, and that's in Tennessee. But if you look at Memphis, it's entirely blue. Like it's dark, dark blue all around Memphis, and then it's just red everywhere else until you get to Nashville, and then it's purple. So, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point as well. It's a lot of purple states out here. They're not just blue or red. A lot of people are saying that Illinois is a purple state, actually. So, well, I mean, yeah, Chicago is very, very blue, but let's be honest, Illinois is purple.
This is funny.
And the only reason why Chicago, the only reason why Illinois is blue is because of Chicago and their bad politics.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it's like anything. You flyover country. It's largely ignored. People couldn't care less about flyover country, and it's red.
Yeah.
It's 100% red. There's no blue flyover country. But yeah, Memphis right now. This is from USA Today. Let me see if I can pull this up. Well, good gracious, Memphis, Oakland, St. Louis, Baltimore, Detroit, Alexandria, Louisiana. I used to live near there when I was at Fort Polk. Cleveland, Ohio, New Orleans, Monroe, Louisiana, Pueblo, Colorado. So there's a lot. Little Rock is dangerous. There's a lot of, but this is just most dangerous. This isn't about deadliest. So anyway, these stats get skewed and thrown all over the place. But
yeah, numbers are always skewed, and they know that. And I even brought this up in that debate with Adam. They always skew the numbers. Example of that would definitely be in Washington D.C. when they definitely got caught skewing the numbers for crimes that was happening, violent crimes, I should say, that was happening in Washington D.C. The only thing that they can't skew is homicides, because I mean, let's be honest, you can't kind of just make someone alive when they have a death certificate. So
right.
Other than that, they would make batteries and like felonies, they would make them misdemeanors and stuff like that. Let's say a big black dude punched an old lady in the face. I mean, that's a felony if I'm not mistaken, but they would change that to a misdemeanor in the system. It's sick. That's taking justice away from the victim for sure. And that's making our streets less and less safe. So yeah, it's definitely a thing, man.
Yeah. Well, brother, I think I'm
gotta,
what's that?
No, I was gonna say I gotta head back. Yeah, but I appreciate, man, you having me on, Jared. Please invite me back anytime you want.
Oh, yeah.
Please don't hesitate. And I'll definitely keep you guys updated for sure when it comes to the channel. Yeah, man. It's just a tough situation, but I'm gonna get through it, hopefully, man. Through God's help. I'm gonna get through it.
He'll help you through it. It's everything happens for a reason. I know that who's the guy that oh gosh, I forgot his name. Is it Alan that's on your channel? Does the church audit?
Oh yeah, that's his name as well. Yeah, his name's Alan too.
He says it. He said it, and it was very true that God is not a thief, and he doesn't. But he also doesn't let you go through anything that you're not able to come back from. So we're here for you, man. I'm glad I got to have you on. Glad you got to kind of explain all this nonsense to us. I hate that you're going through it, but we wish you the best, and
yeah, man,
we'll be here, man.
For sure, man. Thank you so much for having me, Jared, man. I'm gonna try to stay strong for you guys. Follow me on X at Turnshot Red, Chicago Conservative. My Rumble is the Chicago Conservative, but like I said, I haven't uploaded anything on there yet. It's definitely hard. I'll hit you up to get more help on that as well, Jared.
Oh yeah, happy to help you.
Yeah, Gary, please follow me on X at Turnshot Red. That's really all I got for right now. Tell me why they got followed by Myron Gaines right there. Y'all putting me out there.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
Okay, guys. No, I didn't know that they actually put followed by Myron Gaines.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's pretty crazy.
Oh man, yeah. So Turnshot Red. All right. Well, I'm gonna call it quits for tonight, guys. Thank you all so much. If you haven't done so, I don't have a subscribe button on it. Hit the subscribe button, like button, and the notification bell. That way you're notified every time a new video is released. The Chicago Conservative, follow him on X, Rumble, and he'll be uploading videos there really soon. We're going to make sure of that. because everybody needs to
man.
hear this guy. Oh gosh.
Yeah, man, we gotta get you back out there.
We'll get you back out there, buddy. All right,
All right,
guys.
thank you so much, Jared, man. I'm gonna talk to you soon about the uploading and stuff. But
Yeah,
thank
yeah.
you guys so much for engaging in the chat too. Dwayne, Snotface, I appreciate you guys, man. I'm gonna get back to it really, really soon.
Yep.
Tell Sylvester, man, he a real one.
Stay. Oh yeah, Sylvester the raccoon. Yeah, that'd be.
Yeah, yeah.
Snotface. You saw comments from her. She's got a raccoon. Vashon, you can stay on for a second. I'll end the stream. But guys,
Okay.
y'all have a great evening.